Jamal. Good morning, Chris. Hi, happy Monday. Oh, silly. Alice is silly this morning. Are you silly? What? Jamal, you had an awesome live this morning. I was surprised. I woke up early and was surprised to see you up and about. Are you silly? Miss Alice. I feel like I'm a little, yeah. My tablet's a little off-centered. Good morning, Frankie. Yeah, I was glad to see you. You look like you was having a busy, very busy popping live there. Oh, there's nothing to be scared of with my dogs, at least. They're very sweet. Frankenstein, he's a boxer. He's been my service dog for 4 years. The worst thing that he'll do is step on your toe. If you're not watching where he's walking, he'll accidentally step on your toe with his big old foot. Alice is my Boston Terrier. I don't know where she went. She's in the kitchen looking to see if Frank dropped anything. Alice is a Boston Terrier. She's just full of silliness. And my little Chipu, Bobby Joe, she's more scared of people than than people are scared of dogs. So they're all sweethearts. I said, Frank, he's the best. Hello, Caleb. How are you? Hi, baby girl. There's my baby girl. That's my Boston, Miss Alice. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah. Oh, she always rescans the kitchen after Frank. I feed Frank in the kitchen side of the house, and I feed Alice in the living area. Hi, husband. So Alice always goes over and makes sure Frank doesn't drop anything, because if you can see his big old lips, he gets pieces of kibble stuck up in here, and he'll walk around and a piece of kibble will fall out of his face. Oh, it's so funny. Alice got a new toy this weekend. She's over there playing with it right now. Got a neat little crab-shaped soft toy. She has a tendency to shred anything. Hi! How are you, Money Grabber? Good to see ya. Hey, Alice, can you get your toy? Where's your toy? Alice. Alice. Can you get your toy? Ooh, can you go get your toy? Not me. Go get your toy. Yes, we're very well. We had a really good weekend. Got lots of stuff done. I got, oh gosh, probably 60 to 70% of my kitchen all straightened up and cleaned and looking good. We're fixing to replace our refrigerator because it's leaking out the bottom, making a puddle on the floor all the time. So trying to get the kitchen straightened up and ready for to change out the refrigerator. So I started moving a bunch of stuff, and that just kept me on a snowball effect, and I just started cleaning and straightening and getting everything all tidied up and ready to go. So we quit having a leaky refrigerator, because that's really frustrating. So I'm really happy with the kitchen now. It looks really nice. Feels a lot better to be all clean. Yes, exactly. The fridge keeps leaking, and then I'm, frustrated because there's water on the floor and the dogs are, over there sniffing at it, and I don't want them to drink nasty old refrigerator leaking water. And is affecting our floor. It's starting to make our floor that we worked really hard to put in, it's starting to affect the little, splits between where the pieces of wood join together. And oh yes, Frank's always keeping an eye on. He's looking out the window to see if there's any snowplows going by or the postal service going by. Something to bark at. He's a good watchdog. Frankenstein. Excuse me. Frankenstein. That little Miss Bobby Joe, she's all of maybe 5 inches tall, so she's right down here on the couch, but we can't see her. She's a little bitty thing. Oh yeah, he's very well trained. Like I said, he was my service dog for 4 years, so he knows verbal cues, he knows sign language cues, he knows when I had him on the leash, if I moved the leash one way or another, he would know that I wanted him to turn left or turn right. He knows his right from his left, because I would ask him, okay, let's go up here and make a left, and he would turn left for me. Wouldn't you, buddy? But since I've gotten a little better, don't have so many dizzy spells anymore with my epilepsy, and I've worked on getting my legs working really good for me again, I let him retire. Because jumping in and out of my car is hard on him, and he's already got leg problems. I'm from the Midwest United States. Where are you from? I can't read your name. It went too fast. But yeah, both his parents had leg issues on the back legs. From India, welcome. So he gets to stay home now and be a couch potato for us and guard his little sisters. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the chat. Chat says I've got about 6 people in. I've got 4 likes. So if someone could push the like button who hasn't yet, I'd really appreciate it. I am walking on a treadmill. It's part of my recovery process. I was in an accident about a year ago. I got some injuries, and walking is helping me to heal. And I get to visit and talk with friends on YouTube. But yeah, I forgot what I was talking about. Like, share, and subscribe, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, I think I was talking about the refrigerator. So that's going to get replaced. I bought that one brand new. Over 10 years ago. So it's probably due for a replacement. It's just been leaking for the past couple of years, and we really don't like the freezer on the bottom part about it. It's not as convenient as I thought it was going to be, and I've had to keep it for quite a while to make it worth its value. I don't see a major difference between the freezer on top and the freezer on the bottom, so I think we're going to go back to freezer on the top. But that's about all about the kitchen anyway. I'm just super glad I got motivated and got it all cleaned up, and it looks super good, and I'm happy with it. Right. refrigerator, it just decides, you know, it doesn't give us any prior warning. It just takes off and leaks whenever it feels like it. So it'll be nice because the refrigerator is quite big. I want to downsize to something a little bit smaller and put some more space back in our kitchen. A larger box freezer. We were thinking about getting a little freezer too. Perhaps get a smaller refrigerator and then see how we do. Yeah, that's exactly what we thought. It'd be nicer to get maybe a small freezer and keep more frozen meals available. Because in this old house, my stove top and my oven don't work, so I just use a air fryer. We use an air fryer and a toaster oven for the majority of our stuff. And I've got a turkey roaster for bigger stuff, so it gets us by. There's something funny with the electrical on our stove, and it just doesn't want to work. They are. I was gifted that one from my mom, and from the minute I got it, I have used it almost every single day. It's just so handy, and it does everything, cooks everything up nice, and just works really, really well. It's been really convenient. But you'd be surprised at how much you can do with just a few little appliances. Don't really need a big stove. I don't really miss it that much. I still have to take it apart and clean it and stuff when the dust collects, but I got it all cleaned up now. It looks really nice over there. Yes, absolutely less mess. So right now it's just a big white piece of decoration. The only time I use it is just to look at the clock. And I don't, Frankie's up sitting in the sunlight. Wow, is it bright out all of a sudden? Awesome. Frankie, you're so handsome. Frankie, you're a handsome boy. He says, forget about it, lady. I'm busy looking out the window. Well, I decided I'm going to try. We got some more new coffee to try. And I decided I'm going to try the toffee pretzel or pretzel toffee. That'll be interesting. So when I'm done this morning, I'm going to make myself a little cup of coffee, and then I got to get out and get some more scratcher tickets. Oh no! What are you? Oh, they're playing. Alice is picking on you, Frank. Ugh, can't see her. He's covered in hair. He's going to bleach his little pretty red hairs that he's got. Look at him. Half on and half off the chair. You're so funny. Bobby Joe. Bobby Joe. Bobby, stop licking the couch for me, please. Thank you. Hi, kids. Frankie, what you doing? Oh, they are full of sillies this morning. And we found some Door County coffee. I don't know if that's a local thing or if it's nationwide, but we found at a little grocery store, and they've got all of these little different single pot servings. So you just get this nice little packet and makes one full pot of coffee. But for us, because we have a little machine, it makes like 3 or 4 servings. So we get really good use out of those little packets. But they have probably 3 rows and about 10 different choices on each row. So we can go in there and just pick and choose and try out all kinds of new flavors. Yes, I've seen that one. That sounds like it's awfully strong. And normally I'm not one for super strong coffee, but my grandparents sure were. Every time I came over to my grandparents' house, there was always a big pot of Folgers on the coffee machine. I know, it sounds really weird. But there's also weird movies like, what the heck was it, honey? There was, I don't think I can say the word, C-O-C-A-I-N, bear. A bear who found a drop of somebody's non-pharmaceutical medication. I'll put it that way. And then there was another movie that we just spotted. Good morning, Wylia. How are you today? I loved all of the pretty scenery in your shorts. Absolutely beautiful where you're at. Oh, my puppies are being silly. I thought I read or watched something on here on YouTube about it, that it was based on a real thing that happened. But then they made another movie. It wasn't about a bear, it was about something else that got into Alice. Get out of the turtle tank. Alice. Oh no! Not feeling good? Did you catch a bug? Alice, get out of the turtle tank, ma'am. Off the turtle tank. Alice Chalmers. Thank you. You be naughty? Don't be naughty. What are you doing? What are you doing? Yep, Alice is her name. She's named after a tractor. So is Frank. His middle name is after a tractor. And so is Bobby Joe. Her middle name is also after a tractor. It's just a thing we've done since we've gotten our... We just kind of like to keep the theme. But she is 100% named after a tractor because that's a... Alice Chalmers is a tractor. Full on. But I also named her after... not Alice in Wonderland, but a different movie character that had the same name too. So, all very country, yeah. We're all about it. Especially with husband working for a farm. We love our tractors. And then, when we first got Frank, we had a little doggie, and her nickname was Bean, and I always, it's so ironic. I always said, someday we ought to get a dog named Frank so we could have Frank and Bean. Of course he'd ask me this, I couldn't think of the name of it. The Resident Evil, Alice, the main lady character in that Resident Evil. I just really liked those movies for some reason. They're kind of creepy, kind of weird, but I really liked her character in it. Mila Jovovich. But yeah, we had a little lady dog, and we always called her Bean. And then we wound up getting Frank. So we had Frank and Beans for a while. And then when I found Bobby Joe, the lady who was raising her up as puppies, she said, I don't know why, but for some reason, I've always started calling her Bean. So we have another Bean. So we have Frank and Bean again. Yeah, I thought they were really good for for when they came out. I don't think they're probably quite as good as they were back in the day, but they're still a pretty darn good movie. we were watching Terminator, I think, over the weekend too. And the one where the police officer guy is like liquid metal. That's pretty darn good for back when it was made. Pretty darn good movie. Did watch a bunch of good stuff this weekend. And got a lot done. I feel very accomplished. Frankenbeans. We just love it. It's just so cute. As our other little dogs, we had Moose. And so I started calling, yeah, Terminator 2. So I started calling one of our dogs Bear, Bolty Bear. Bolty was my boy, my sweet boy. So we had Moose and Bear, and then we had Frankenbeans. Just cute little combinations like that. It makes life fun, you know? Not so serious. Oh gosh, I hope so. I had that really good win, and I stupidly went in and got a big $30 ticket, and it was nothing. So I had enough to get a second ticket because the odds were pretty darn good. It said 1 and 2 should be a win, and the second ticket didn't win either. So I took all of my good winnings that I had, and they're gone. I know not to do that again. But yeah, I gotta go out and get some more. I feel so bad, you guys, because those 7-11-21s are affordable, and they've been paying really good. But it's gotta be getting boring to watch the same 7-11-21. That seems to be the only dollar ticket that I can find. There's a 5 times the cash once in a while I can find, but I really like those little ones that had the, where you add up the coins to $1. I really, really like those, but I can't find them anywhere. So I might have to move up to $2 tickets, but those don't seem to pay back nearly as well. But I feel like I definitely need to mix it up. I feel like it's kind of getting a little bit boring. And I don't want to bore you guys. I want you guys to enjoy the videos and stuff. But I just been getting what's been paying us back. Because I don't think I've spent more than $10 maybe in the past couple of weeks. And all the rest have been just break evens or win it back. Well, I'm glad it's not boring. But you know what? Doing those 7-11-21s has really gotten my addition, my math skills are coming back a little bit, which is helping. Yeah, I don't want to, you know, break our bank, but I am a Scratcher channel. That's what I'm about, so I want to provide fun content. Well, I guess I'm not 100% Scratcher channel. It's not broke, don't fix it. It's just, yeah, the past couple of ones that I grabbed over the weekend didn't pay out much of anything, but gives me, you know, thought process that if they haven't paid out, I should probably go back and see if I can find that $50 one, because obviously they haven't sold it yet, or I haven't found one yet from that specific store. So yeah, it's just been amazing. I just have found a rhythm, you know, like I'll visit a store and scratch and not find it, so I know, okay, that one hasn't cashed out a $50 winner, so let's go back and grab a couple more. And that's when I keep finding the $50 winners. And it's just, wow. You just got to do a little bit of like spy work. Like I'm a sneaky little bank robber trying to find the right code or something, you know. But it's fun, and it keeps me from just sitting around and not getting up and getting ready for my day and driving somewhere. Because if I don't drive, I tend to kind of slip back to where it's not as easy for me to focus, or not focus, just it's not as easy for me to drive somewhere because my brain, you know, gets out of practice, I guess you'd say. So it's good for me to get up and go somewhere every couple of days. It's just part of healing. I can't believe I used to ride motorcycles and do all of that fun stuff back when hubby and I were more newly married. Yeah, that's what I was hoping. I was going to go big and win a big prize, but it didn't work out. I just don't think there's any way I'll ever get to ride motorcycles again. I miss it so much. But at least I'm still here. That's the main thing, is I'm still here, and I took on this brave role of starting my YouTube, and here I am. I'm doing it every day. I know there's absolutely no way. It takes too much. Not only do you have to focus on the machine you're driving, but you have to watch and make sure that everybody else isn't going to do something crazy right in front of you. And you got to watch the road for animals, and it's just not something I trust my brain to be able to focus on that hard anymore. So I honestly, I've got to give it up. Plus, in this state, the roads are so bad that there's just, yeah, I do have a grandchild. The roads are just so bad that it's almost not worth having a vehicle that's just going to get beat up anytime you go anywhere. It was bad enough in my little car. We were driving down yesterday, and I keep hearing this clunkety clunk 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 behind the driver's side. So I'm imagining that my shocks are getting bad on the back. That's the side that Frankie always rides in when he comes with us. Yeah, I know, they're terrible. I think it has to do a little bit with the fact that we get so cold and then so hot here. We don't have like that moderate, mild, you know, the cold weather pulls the, oh no, yeah, they're terrible too, wheel bearings. And they get to going funny and making funny noises, and I'm pretty sure it's our shock in my little car, but I think the cold weather does something to the asphalt, and then when it gets hot, it just shoves it straight up, and you wind up with these giant molehills in the middle of your road. What did I say? Let's see. Oh, well, the thing is I haven't seen my granddaughter since she was 10 months old. She's going to be 5 this year. It just didn't work out with her mom and my son, and so I don't get to see her. She sends me a picture once every Mother's Day, an updated picture of her, but I know she's okay, and that's the most important part. So, some kind of misunderstanding, and I think my son may have blamed me for something he said. Hello from Ireland. Wow. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad you're here. But yeah, I think there was definitely a misunderstanding, and I think my son blamed me, and it's not something I can fix. Yeah, I'm hoping that someday she'll understand, and she'll give me grace, and possibly I'll get to see her again. But yeah, she's going to be 5 in about 2 weeks, on the 11th. My beautiful granddaughter. Yep, I am walking on a treadmill. That's what I do. Ireland. I suffered a traumatic brain injury about a year ago, and walking is exceptionally good healing, chemical process for the brain. So since I've started walking, I've noticed a very big uptick in some of my mental focus and just healing in general. Well, thank you for your... it's okay now. It was rough the first year. I had a lot of broken ribs and yeah, had to remember how to talk correctly, and I had a little bit of issues with walking and stuff, but I'm really pretty good now. I still, you'll occasionally hear me either not come up with the word that I'm looking for or say it wrong, but oh, thank you so much. But yeah, I feel like I'm doing really well. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. I could still be in the hospital. I could be in a wheelchair, or I could be gone. So I'm glad I'm here, and I'm glad I'm doing what I'm doing. Thank you so much. Yeah, I really feel good. I'm just glad that it wasn't as bad as I thought it might have been. The first 6 months I struggled quite a bit, but from the 6-month mark on, I started feeling a little better. You know, every couple of weeks I'd feel a bit better, and now I feel a lot better. Oh, I'm getting all teary. Oh my goodness, I've been walking for 30 minutes. You guys are so good for me. Keep me busy, and I don't even think about how much I've been walking. I'm too busy talking and visiting with my friends, and I love it. I think I'm going to shut her down for the day. If y'all could boop on the like button if you're new in chat, I'd really appreciate it if you haven't done that already. And if you feel like seeing me again, bump on that subscribe button. It's free. And it does help me out quite a bit. You know, it lets YouTube know that I'm doing a good job for them, and we all want to do a good job and be at our best. So I'm going to try to read what this says. Oh, Chris, that's so sweet. I appreciate it. I think I'm going to get down from my treadmill here and get my pretzel toffee coffee. I'm going to try that out. It sounds really good. And then I'm going to hop in the car at some point here and find some scratchers. I hope I can find some. Oh, that's so nice. That's nice to know. Yeah, toffee coffee. I found my favorite is actually Irish cream. No kidding, no joke. We get it from the local coffee shop in town. Oh, it's so delicious. I love it so much. But we found a couple new flavors to try, so I want to try the pretzel toffee coffee. It's a tongue twister. I'm going to give that a try this morning and see how that goes. So I can let you know tomorrow what we think of it. Yep, I'm going to head on out. I appreciate you guys so much. It's been a really awesome, fun live. I hope you join me again tomorrow. Until then, I'm going to send you much love, big hugs, and I'll see you. Oh, you're so awesome. Thank you so much. I'll see you again tomorrow if you stop in. I usually hop on around this time every day, so glad to see you. I hope I see you again. Much love. I'm going to end the live here. No, I really don't. I haven't. I kind of have one, but it's Shane. I haven't been on it for a couple of years, so you can find me here. That's usually the best way to get a hold of me. You put a comment on one of my community posts or something like that. So we'll see you tomorrow, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to close it out now.